legit. Anything you want.
Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple did not issue XRP. On the 29th of August, Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, was a guest at the Stanford Law School to discuss cryptocurrency regulation. He was part of a panel at the university's radio show known as the Stanford Legal. This show was hosted by Pam Karlan and Joe Bankman. On this day, they were joined by Brad Garlinghouse and Professor Joe Grunfest. The entire session can be found on Ubiqua courtesy of Bank XRP. In the discussion, Brad Garlinghouse once again clarified that the Ripple company did not create, neither issue XRP. Brad is quoted as saying, "I will correct one thing right out of the gate. Ripple did not actually issue XRP. The XRP ledger is an open-source decentralized technology not dissimilar to Bitcoin, and some of the creators of the XRP ledger actually had been early engineers that worked on Bitcoin. And they saw some of the scalability problems that Bitcoin was most likely to have. They speak both from an energy consumption, cost. And some of the other problems. They wanted to build a better digital asset to solve some of these problems. XRP is the most decentralized." With the above comments, Brad Garlinghouse has once again clarified that XRP is not a security as many crypto enthusiasts have been led to believe. The fact that the technology is open source makes the case that the Ripple company simply took it upon themselves to create payment solution products around it. Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, goes on to explain the inherently decentralized nature of the XRP ledger in a not-so-old post on Ripple.com. In the post, David Schwartz highlights several factors that make the XRP ledger more decentralized than Bitcoin and Ethereum. To start, the proof-of-work evident in the BTC and ETH networks makes it possible for a few miners to take control of the entire network and even dictate the cost of transactions. On the other hand, the consensus protocol of XRP relies on validators that are not rewarded, thus making it more democratic and less vulnerable to control by miners. Another thing is that for any rule change to be made on the XRP ledger, 80% of the validators must be active on the network for a 2-week period to continuously support a change before it is applied. This, in turn, means, as the BTC and ETH network become more centralized with time due to miners gaining more power, the XRP ledger is becoming more decentralized due to the fact that the Ripple company is slowly ceding its positions as UNL's unique node list. SEC have not documented whether BTC or ETH are not securities. Using the facts from David Schwartz's post, we are reminded of the loopholes in SEC's Director Heinemann's comments about Ethereum. One thing many crypto enthusiasts did not notice about his statement is that there was a disclaimer at the bottom stating that the SEC is not responsible for any private remarks of any SEC employee or commissioner. Further checking the speech by Director Heinemann, we find the following disclaimer at the bottom: the Securities and Exchange Commission disclaims responsibility for any private publication or statement of any SEC employee or commissioner. This speech expresses the author's views and does not necessarily reflect those of the Commission, the commissioners or other members of the staff. In conclusion, the comments by Brad Garlinghouse plus the post by David Schwartz have proven that the XRP ledger is the most decentralized in the cryptoverse. Furthermore, the Ripple company did not issue XRP. Adding the disclaimer from the SEC, it is safe to conclude that the FUD around XRP that it is a security has no basis or foundation.